Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world, you know who it is. JJ on JJ's PC Builds. Today, I know everybody's going to be expecting me to do a review on the RTX 4070 non-Ti. I'll do that in the next video. Okay, I think I'm gonna save that review up for graphics card nightmares, just to let you know. So make sure you stay tuned for graphics card nightmares because I'm going to make that a little bit of a special one. And we're going to do the 4079 Ti and my thoughts and everything else that's going on there. So that will be on Saturday. So do expect a video to come out on Saturday for graphics card nightmares. But today what we're going to be doing is this. We're going to be doing a small review on the AMD Adrenalin 23 4.1. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. We're working towards 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. What I mean by 4,000 watch hours is that every subscriber and non-subscriber, if you want to help out the channel, watch all the videos from beginning to end. You know, I got over 200 plus videos. If you want to help out the channel to help us get monetized, subscribe and go ahead and watch each video. If you watch the same video over and over, it's not going to add to the time. You have to watch every one of the videos individually, so watch them all. It would be appreciated. And also, too, I want to say welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds family. Now, before we jump into this, we're going to go ahead and say this. Make sure you got your drink. Make sure you got your snacks, because this is going to be a little bit of a long one. It might be a short one. I never know how this is going to roll. So far, we've already burned up a couple minutes. So, and do remember, this is 4/12/2023, just to let you know. And I'm doing this at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Hopefully I can have this out and about to you all in approximately an hour or two from now. So you still get all real time, everything going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to open up as soon as it loads. We're going to go ahead and open up the internet browser, and we're going to have a look at the 23.4.1. Okay, now we switch the screens. We're going to go ahead and type in AMD 23.4.1, and we're going to go ahead and just go right into it. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the 23.4.1. And let's see what's going on here. Alright, now the highlights. It supports Meet Your Maker and game optimization for The Last of Us Part 1. Fixed issues. Video playback in browsers using hardware acceleration may be blurry, or sometimes AMD graphics products such as the Radeon RX 7900 XT. Mouse cursor may appear invisible in syntax workspace. Performance metric overlays may intermittently disappear when playing the full screen videos from Steam. Okay, known issues. High idle has situationally been observed when using high resolution and high refresh rate displays on Radeon RX 7000 series GPUs. Video stuttering and performance drops may be observed during gameplay plus video playback with some extended display configurations on the Radeon RX 7000 series. Nothing new. The same thing that happened with the 6000 series. Never changes. Some video reality games or apps may experience lower than expected performance on Radeon RX 7000 series GPUs. Brief display corruption may occur when switching between the video and games with Windows or some AMD graphics products such as Radeon RX 6700 XT. Water corruption and Hogwarts Legacy may occur on some AMD graphics products such as the RX 580. Now, this is what brought it a little bit of thing to me. Okay, the referencing that to the RX 580, which you all know that the RX 580 has got 8 gigabytes of RAM, and also it's got over 2,000 plus cores and all that, and it's GDR6. So if they're referencing it to that, then basically I can still see the RX 580 and still in play. But you can get it between $70 and $140. That seems like they're still keeping the RX 580 in play. So that's something to think about. Just to keep that as a mental note to yourself. And, they might clean it up sooner or later and then have something better for the RX 580. So for the price point, I can see what they're doing. And as long as they keep that GPU in play, then I can foresee a little bit of a future for it and making it not as bad as it's out to be. But it still is 8 gigabytes of VRAM, and basically everybody's weaning away from the 8 gigabytes of VRAM that's been out there for 9 plus years, and they're trying to move over to the 12 gigabytes of VRAM, making that the new norm. So basically, important notes: factory reset has been temporarily disabled as a precaution measure while we addressed isolated installation issues that have been reported during PC upgrades. Users may use AMD cleanup utility as a temporary option, which I do have, and I don't use anything when it comes to AMD, the driver software and everything for AMD. I will use up their cleanup utility, which does work very well, and they do offer that. So if you're gonna but AMD graphics, deal with that and then use that utility to clean up the driver software. If you want to do a fresh install, use the AMD cleanup utility. Best thing to do. Okay, but there's a but to this. I haven't did no resets whatsoever on the driver software for AMD. Now for this 23.4.1, I just installed that no more than an hour ago. So I am recording the video on 23.4.1. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm checking to see if it's reliable with the video card, the integrated graphics that I do have. Which it tells me that in the Radeon product compatibility, it says the Radeon RX Vega series graphics. Okay, it does support it. It also supports the 7900 series, 69, 68, 67, 66, 65, 64 series. Also the RX 5700, 5600, 5500, 5300 series. Radeon 7, RX Vega series, which I told y'all, the Radeon Pro Duo, the RX 500 and the 500X series graphics, and RX 400 series graphics. Now, I'm sure for your laptops, you can read that it covers well bit for the laptops, and it is WHQL tested and certified by Microsoft. So, believe it or not, it's certified for your Ryzen 5 5600G, your Ryzen 7 5700G, which it supports. Those two I reference because those are the only two that I've seen from AMD that have more graphics support and gives a better graphics result than the rest of them as far as integrated graphics. Now, you do have a lot of support on your 6000 series, your 5000 series. There's definitely a lot of support. Okay, it's definitely fixed a couple things, but it's got a couple known issues, and hopefully on the next update they'll have some of these known issues fixed. So there we go with that. So we're going to go ahead and just switch back over. Like I said, I always forget to do that. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that they do have an update for the AMD Adrenalin software for Radeon. It does seem like it's a little bit better. As far as performance wise, I'm not installing the AMD Adrenalin suite. The reason why I don't install the suite is because with integrated graphics, all the presets are basically in the BIOS. Depends on what kind of motherboard you have, and I always told you the motherboard is the key component to everything. Depending on what kind of motherboard you got, to get better performance, it's best to have a motherboard that does everything. So basically, when you buy, let's say you want to stick with the DDR4 series, which is the Zen 3 series. So you want to stick with this series, to deal with DDR4 instead of going up to DDR5. These DDR4 motherboards still play just as good, even better than DDR5. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be point blank with you really quick and tell you right now, with AMD's MSI getting hacked and everything else, and their software being stolen, like this has been like how many times in a couple years this has happened. So with them being hacked all the time and stuff, with having no not being on top of their game, and Gigabyte not doing any better with their stuff. I'm not going to recommend Gigabyte or MSI right now until MSI gets their act together and Gigabyte gets their act together. I'm still going to stick with Asus. Asus hasn't let me down for 7 months. It's still going strong. I don't have any problems with Asus. Okay. Now, you still got, some of the other motherboard manufacturers. You got many different manufacturers, okay? But as far as with the AMD integrated graphics, they're still going strong. I'm still getting the same, or, I can tell you from what I've seen on Second Life, the FPS hasn't dropped or it hasn't gone up. So basically, it's still staying steady with the new updated drivers. So that's telling me there's nothing that it bettered or made it worse. So it's still staying steady with the amount of FPS that I get on Second Life. And I told you that's between 200 and 300 FPS. Now everybody wants to be naysayers about, you can't get this on, Well, there's a difference between running OpenGL and running DirectX. Okay? Now, I tried to explain that many of times. Mostly all your graphics cards run OpenGL. 95% run OpenGL. Now, when it comes to DirectX, you got your DirectX 1, you get your DirectX, 12.1, you got 12.2, and they might be coming out with 12.3. I'm hearing some rumors about that. But as far as AMD with their drivers software right now, just the drivers alone are staying rock solid. Okay, I'm not going into the matter of the fact of their software suite, because right now, as I see it, for integrated graphics, it's not needed. Okay, because everything, like I told you, is controlled on the BIOS. I don't have any problems there, so I just leave it as that. So, conclusion, so far so good on their software. I got no complaints about it. And if you got any complaints about their software, leave the comment down below. Let me know and what kind of experiences you're having with the software, and let me know. So that way, I can always have a gander and take a look and see, what kind of experience you're having from it compared to what I'm getting from it. So that way we can match up and see what's going on. But anyway, I told you it wasn't going to be a long video. I'm not going to make it a long video. It seems that, anytime I go over an hour on a video, it takes almost 2 hours to upload it to YouTube. That's going from uploading and basically it going through its checks and balances. It's taken about almost 2 hours now. For some reason, I don't know why it's taken so long, but YouTube's got some things going on that I have no clue about. But right now, we're just going to make this short. And to let you all know, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. We're still trying for the 1,000 subscribers. Guys, listen up. We want to become monetized. We want to do more on this channel. We want to be able to build this channel up and make it the best we can. So please, if this is your first time here, please subscribe. And watch the videos. We still need the 4,000 watch hours, and we're still trying to tell everybody, watch the videos, is because that adds on to the hours. Okay, it takes not just one, if it takes 1 million, if I get 1 million people that watch at least one of the videos, at least 1 million that watches at least one of the videos, we'll have the 4,000 hours. Out of that 1 million, we'll have the 4,000 hours. So I know there's about maybe close to 72 million on YouTube, so I know at least 1 million of the 72 million, you guys could help us out and hook us up and watch the videos from beginning to end, which would be appreciated. But I'm going to jump out of here, and I just want to tell you all have a great day. We will see you on Saturday when we do Graphics Card Nightmares. It's going to be an interesting one, so make sure you stick around for that. So, this is JJ on JJ's PC Builds. We will see you on the next one.